Hello everyone and welcome back to Enderal. Last time we came here to the capital of Ark and into the Sun Temple. Met with Jespar's employer and he said he knew a way to help us with our fever. In order to get help with our fever, we need to leave Ark and go meet a lady named Lashiri. She's off in some cave somewhere doing some experiments or archaeology or something with a group of people. And we were told to go find her and see what she can do for us. So that's what we're going to do. As you saw, I went ahead and changed out of that garb and everything that he had us put on so we could go into the capital unscathed. Excuse me, just had a yawn in there. Came out of nowhere. But we're gonna go meet Lashiri. She's gonna help us with our fever, and we're also gonna look for any Pyrian artifacts that may be found along the way. If the game ever loads up, that is. There we go. Okay. So we need to find the Myrid Tower. We need to head over there.
Sir?
Best way to do that, I believe, is just to go
How long do they expect me to wait for my shipment?
down here. Interesting stuff there. The reason we need the Myrid Tower is because we need to travel a pretty good distance to get where we're going. This over here is where Lashiri is. We need to head to the northern Heartland, and it's so much easier to fast travel if we do that. But if you look here, I do want to put on this. As you can see, there's an artifact up here. So we definitely want to hit that while we're up that direction.
Yes?
Greetings.
This is a Myrid. Rather large creature.
Hello.
But for 25 pennies, we
Good
can
to
fly.
hear. Where to?
Northern Heartland. I wish it was kind of like the carriage in Skyrim, where you could, hop on the back and you could just sit for the entire travel if you'd like and take in the scenery, mark anything on the map that you happen to come across, things like that, or you could skip it for a loading screen. I wish that we had that option here because I would love to see the Myrid take flight and take us where we need to go, but I don't think that's the thing that we're ever going to see. Why am I yawning? Ugh. I've been up for hours. It's not late or anything. It's like early afternoon. What is it? 1 o'clock? 1:30 maybe? It's 10 after 1. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm off work today, so I figured I'd get in some recording. But have me a date tomorrow. See how that goes. And me and my girlfriend split up a couple weeks ago. I know you guys don't care about this. I'm just trying to fill in some dead air. But yeah, me and my girlfriend split up a couple weeks ago. Kind of a mutual thing. But I found me a new girl. I'm going to go out tomorrow. See how that works out. Where are we going? Let's go up here first. Get your knife out. Ow! Wolf was actually somewhat difficult. See you over there, Skelly bro. Get out of here. All right, where are we going? Saw that elk run across there, and I thought I was being attacked. Now what? We're Skelly Bros. Ow. Alright, we need to do something here. Do I have any combat scrolls? I don't think I do. No. Well, first things first, go first person. Get out of here. Alright. I know first person is tough on you guys to watch. I'm sorry. That one had to be done. Ow! Where are all these guys? Wow. Hey then, let me have some stew. Best kind of food is somebody else's. So we'll eat our stolen stew. That's a new mushroom, I think. You guys hear those footsteps? Ah! He's got a lightning mace. Definitely taking that. Couldn't sneak up on him though. I mean, he was facing me when I came around the corner. Take that. Man, so much for sneaking around. I did not intend to take the bow, but that's fine. Alright, so nothing there. Let's use an adept. everything here. I wasn't able to sneak up on any of the skeleton guys. I'm gonna need to put a lot more points into that. I want it to be meaningful, I think. But that's fine. We got the artifact that we came for. Now let's go meet Lashiri. You know what? Screw that guy. I'm not fighting him. Yes. Corundum? I'll take some Corundum. I'm still in combat. It hasn't de-aggroed yet. The bear. Go in the first person. Bear can leave me alone. Where am I trying to go? I'm looking right at it. Okay. Gotta be a path over there somewhere, right? What is that? There's lights on in the tower. A lot of spare parts. Third-person cheater camera.
Wrong time, wrong place.
Smacked, son. I don't know why it didn't give me my sneak attack there. Yeah, I do not know why it did not. I don't know why it didn't give me my sneak attack, because I definitely snuck up on him and hit him in the back. I went too far. Somehow. Oh crap, wolves. Only I could make that. Oh, I've contracted something. Gangrene. Uh-oh. Do I still have my potion of cure disease? I do not. Awesome. What does that do for me? Weapon skill reduced. I'm 10% less effective with melee weapons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if potions of cure disease can be crafted. I'm not sure. Important there. Water breathing is still sellable. He was in a bad place. Blazing Spark can be sold. Death Spark can be sold.
Shit! Get away from there! Now! By the prophet's ass, 1 second later and I would have been scraping your remains off the floor. What in blazes are you doing here anyway?
What the heck was that, and where did you come from?
Let's put it this way. I know how to hide when I don't want to be seen. And concerning the explosion, you stepped right into a Kiranian dust crystal. Get a little too close and wait a little too long, and you'll have your ass blown around your ears by an explosion that would put any cannon to shame.
The reason I'm here though is I was sent by a mage named Constantine. Are you Lashiri?
Lashiri? Oh my. The fellow really isn't one for names, is he? I'm Lashari, but never mind that. At least it proves you're not lying. Anyhow, I hope you're not the backup I asked for. I was hoping for someone more, impressive. No offense.
No. Constantine said that you could perform some kind of ritual on me to help me control my magic.
Is that so? Indeed. You have some uncontrolled magic inside you. And quite a lot of uncontrolled magic. Not bad. I've never felt anything like this before.
I get that a
Very
lot.
well. If Constantine insists, I will perform the ritual on you. But it'll have to wait, since I'm up to my neck in this shit, as you've probably noticed. Short version or long version? Which do you prefer?
The more I know, the better.
Fine. I suppose you already know that is me, my assistant, 2 Arcanists, and 4 Keepers, are here to do research on, well, on something, which is exactly what we've done these past weeks. But, as I went upstairs to get something a couple hours ago, I suddenly heard screaming and the clanging of metal coming from downstairs. As I looked for cover, I saw these 2 shapes in red robes vanishing into the lower parts of the ruin. I have no idea who they are or why they're here, but to me, they look like mercenaries. Anyway, fact is, my esteemed Enderalian colleagues and my assistant are still down there, together with our research, and I want them back. And before you ask, yes, you can help me. You'll have to, actually, if you want me to tame your magic. I wouldn't have a chance fighting the mercenaries by myself, but the 2 of us might be able to do it, provided you can defend yourself, which I'm quite sure you can. What do you say? Are you ready?
What exactly is the research you've been doing here?
Oh, that's hard to explain. But part of it is finding the answer to the universal question. Why do some people have the nerve to ask irrelevant questions when shit is going down around them? After we've cleaned up the mess, we can
I
do
like
this
her.
whole, who are you and what are you doing here thing if you want to. But this really isn't the time.
Alright, so how many mercenaries are we talking?
No idea. But I don't think there are more than a dozen. Also, they don't anticipate any resistance, which is to our advantage.
Alright, let's go.
Fine, then follow me. And keep your weapons ready. I think I just heard footsteps down there.
Alright, so weapon ready. Weapon very ready.
Shit, you were right. Get them.
No.
Get him! all light armor, and some of it's better than what I already have.
Like a pig. Hang on. What's this? By the prophet's ass. I don't believe it.
What?
They're orders. My assistant, Sev. It seems he's the reason these fuckers managed to take us by surprise.
You have my sympathy.
Save it for Sev when I shove this staff up his ass and fire a thunderbolt.
Get a good look at you, Sherry. What do you look like? Not bad. Open this novice lock. Got it. Beef gauntlets. That could be interesting. I didn't need to take all that, but I did.
Shit, can you smell that? That's fire. So, these guys really are trying to destroy our research. We have to do something. You're adept at magic, right? Take this spell
Not
and use it
particularly.
to put out the fires. If I'm right, the mercenaries are trying to destroy the stone fragments, and we have to stop them. You take the lower part of the ruin. Try to save as many stones as you can. I'll take the upper part, and when it's all done, we'll meet here again. Oh, and one more thing. If you should find my assistant Sev down there, try to take him alive and bring him to me. I want to take care of him myself. Okay? Then let's get going.
Fire extinguisher spell added to things I can do. So let's do that. Fire extinguisher, we'll favorite it. And we'll use it when we find something that needs to be put out, I guess. That was weird. Y'all see that flash in my background just now? I'm pretty sure it showed up on the recording. Die, son! Shield did not help you. Let's go. We don't have time to sneak around. We gotta save stuff.
You fucking scum! You'll pay for that!
Nice. Give me a little bit of health. I've got plenty of stamina.
What are you waiting for? Help me, damn it! Put out the fire!
Ah! Mercenaries in the fire! Let him burn!
My Malthus, I'm dying! Help me! Damn, those bastards just left me down here to die. Can you believe
Use the
it?
workbench.
Despite everything
Make me
I
some poison.
did. Oh, forgive me.
Alright, I made me one poison. I can use that on the boss. Yeah, but old dude ran off.
That's all you got.
up there. Alright, so that's the guy that I want to use the poison on. And now he's dead. What are you gonna do about it? I saved all 8 of the stones. Because I'm awesome like that. Claymore of Flames. Alright, so what I did there, that's how I took him down so quickly, was I put the weakness to poison on him twice, and then I hit him with the the poison stuff that I had just made twice as well. So not only was he double weak to poison, he was also double poisoned. So it didn't take hardly anything to kill him. All that stuff. Teleport to Sun Temple. Couple of scrolls. Dagger of Despair I don't need. Because that's an iron Dagger of Despair, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. My steel dagger ambush is a little better. Yo, Lashiri, what's up?
Well, I'll be damned. That's what I call good timing. I take it you were successful? What about the fragments? Did you save them?
I did, they're all
All
safe.
of them? Call me a pregnant Lyran. You really are good at what you do. You won't regret it, I swear. What about Sev? Did you find him?
Yeah, I did, but he ran off.
Fuck. The little shit. I was hoping I could make him tell us who's behind all this. Well, whatever. No use crying over spilled milk, I guess. What's your name, anyway? Amidst all this, we didn't have time for formalities.
Mephisto, pleased to meet you.
You're pleased? Well, that's good to hear. I actually had the feeling that I was a little rough on you. Sorry for that, really. Sometimes I just have a short fuse. Anyway, let's talk about the reason you're here. For starters, tell me how you managed to get the old ranter to trust you. That doesn't happen very often.
It's a long story. Tell us, Sherry, about the visions, the temple, and the fever.
I've got time.
Alright, so I tell her a story. I got here on a boat. I met Jespar, had a vision. Jespar took me to see old dude, etc.
So, you're saying that you learned all this, the magic, the swordplay, in such a short time? That's fascinating, to say the least. And these visions, if I understand correctly, you foresaw the death of the 2 apothecary?
Yes, and I do know how crazy it all sounds.
It does indeed. But hey, who am I to judge? Here you are, the mysterious stranger who appeared out of thin air and, without much fuss, took out an entire group of sellswords. And even better, now you tell me that these skills come from studying magic for only a couple of weeks, and that you can see the future. You certainly are full of shit.
I beg your pardon?
Not you, sorry. I mean, I just had a strange thought. But no, that would be crazy. Way too unlikely.
Well, unlikely isn't a stranger these days. What are you talking about?
Well, I'd like to speak freely, but I'm bound to my agreement with the Holy Order. However, I will tell Constantine and old Aranthiel about my theory. And you will probably have to be patient until the latter decides to put you in the picture. Sorry. But if my idea is correct, then we'll be in a position to really kick ass. Anyway, hold still for a moment. Ready? Alright, let's do this. Don't worry, it'll just
I'm
take
floating.
a bit.
When somebody says fuck and I slam into the ground and pass out, it's not a good thing. Yo, what the
Are
fuck
you
just
all
happened?
right? That wasn't on purpose. Really.
About a little warning next time.
Sorry, as I said, I didn't mean to do that. I have no idea what just happened. The ritual isn't exactly harmless, but normally you shouldn't feel more than a weak tickle at most, regardless of how it goes down. But, maybe this has something to do with the strangeness of your aura. I already said this, but it's so different.
You're not the first to tell me that. What exactly are you talking about?
It's hard to explain. Somehow complex and cold, maybe. But hey, I'm probably just out of practice.
I have a complex
It
and cold
worked,
aura.
and that's what matters. Your fever will now settle down to an endurable level, and maybe even vanish if you're careful. And now I suggest you return to Constantine. I will get the stones to safety in the meantime. You need anything else? If not, see you later. We're going to meet again. I can feel it.
So what are these stone fragments are good for? You didn't tell me yet.
Well, put simply, they're supposed to protect us. But old Oranthiel will tell you more about it later.
Alright. See you around.
Take care.
That requires a key. Now we gotta go back to Constantine in Ark. In the Sun Temple specifically, in order to tell him about, the fact that we saved his stones. I've met Lashari, and she did the ritual thing on me. Apparently it worked, but something still went funky. That's what we need to tell him. Keep me a mint. Or 3. I may have mentioned this before, but I really like mints. Eat these things like candy. It's probably not good for me, but I don't care. Tastes good. Alright. Let's eat something. Ice claw for one. Let's eat some stew for the other. And we actually don't need to use the scrolls we just found. We'll use our return power. This should take us to the market in Ark. We can do all of our buying, selling, trading, all that, and then we can head up to the Sun Temple from the signpost. An Orabaya, or in the vernacular, a Blue Death. But yeah, it's called the Blue Death, but at the same time, the thing that overtakes them I thought was called the Red Madness. Are those two different things? I wonder. Oh well. Does not really matter. We actually need to find a place to sleep.
Sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. I didn't tell them that already.
Let's go ahead and grab a bounty while we're here. Some rumors, a troll named Pack Currently inhabits Grimlight Gallery. Bounty contract says he was breed by some renegade apothecary who planned to set him on the Enderalian farmers. Kill Pack. We can do that while we wait for morning, right?
We always go to.
Where's Pack? Oh, he's way over there. All right. We will. We'll take a Myra Tower over there later. We're not gonna do that right now.
Huh? Can I help you?
This is an inn, right? No, it's the meat market. Where's the inn? I think there's one in the foreign quarter. While we're here, we might even be able to meet up with Jespar. He said he wanted to talk to us if we ever had a chance to come by. We can't talk to Constantine until morning. We can't buy or sell or trade until morning. So why not stop by, speak to Jesper, and get a room? Come on, game.
Yes?
Yeah, the Dancing Nomad. This is where we were meant to meet Jesper. The fog isn't moving. That's not a good sign.
As I said,
Seems it doesn't matter.
the offer stands. Just move along.
I will.
There's a gambler table. Oh,
Wait a moment. You're Alexander, aren't you?
you were talking
Hey,
to
you came.
the lady about
Come on,
something?
take a seat.
What offer is she talking
So,
about, bro?
Tell me, how are you holding up? It must have been quite the whirlwind. Yesterday, a refugee from another country, and now a prodigy with a magic great enough to impress old Bushybeard.
Honestly, I'm trying to make sense of all of it.
Good luck with that. I'm quite curious to see how things keep on with you. You're different. I noticed that the time we met. Anyhow, tell me, what do you make of this country now that you've had some time to look around? I figure it must be quite the change from Nerem.
And I'll tell him about the Shari and all that.
Yeah, I can picture that. You know, this is exactly the reason why I love inns so much. The sky can rain fire out there. In here, you'll always meet laughter and good humor. Not to mention all the good-looking men and women.
Some of the ladies are not to be scoffed at, indeed.
Absolutely. Though I think I've seen enough of this place by now. Of Enderal, I mean. There's a ship sailing for Calais next morning, and as it seems, it will be the last one for quite some time to come. Who knows? Maybe they still have a cabin to spare for a handsome treasure hunter.
Well, you want to leave in spite of everything that's going on?
Oh well. This entire thing was more a coincidence than planned anyhow. The Order needed someone with skill and discretion. I was around. End of story. I never intended to stick around for much longer. Heck, me as an ambassador of the Holy Order, could you imagine that? Not one step further, O fair maiden. Drop your garment so we may both bathe in Malphas's holy light. Actually not that bad, don't you think?
Aren't you too a little too relaxed? No, we'll just go with very convincing.
Oh, you're too kind. But you know, at the end of the day, I guess I'd probably lack both the pathos and the idealism for such a profession. You know, I'm aware of how these esteemed keepers up there talk about sellswords like me. I could save 30 virgins from a Myrodon rampage. At the end of the day, they'd always say I did it for the money, because I wanted to bed the women, or whatever. I'm driven by inferior motives, while no matter what their actions end in, they are good guys, because they do things for the right reasons. If only they'd understand that it's results that matter, not intentions. What does the wise hermit say? Nothing is of less importance to the saved than the reason for their rescue. The only difference between a mercenary like me and a holy warden is that I'm at least aware of the fact that I do what I do for myself, and no one else.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that all those heroes and self-declared messiahs are no better than everyone else. In the end, we are all selfish, because we always act in accordance to what we think we have to be like. So yes, maybe the keeper saves the farmer from the bandits. But at the end of the day, he does it because he sees himself in a certain light. You know, the funny thing is that a lot of times, it's especially those who think of themselves driven by a higher purpose who are the really dangerous ones. They don't understand what drives them, and that makes them easy to manipulate. The only thing left to do for the capable hate-monger or tyrant is to somehow combine his own ambitions with the mental image of this person. And presto, you've got your perfect puppet, only waiting to dive into the next hail of arrows for their honor, their religion, or whatever they thought of this time. It's just so idiotic, you know? The world would be a much better place if everyone could just acknowledge that the only reason we're here is that we want to be happy.
See what these other options are before I say anything. What you're saying is at the end of the day, or at the end of every person just wants to be happy? That's the purpose of life? Or how can you be so sure there's there's no other purpose in life, no other reason for existence? Let's go with this one.
Yeah, seek bliss and avoid pain, as the wise hermit likes to say. And believe me, once you realize that that's how people just work, life is a lot better.
But if you have some kind of goal in your life, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. And this goal is called surviving. And if possible, to be able to enjoy a good glass of wine or an exciting night from time to time.
Seems we're all egotists, even the people others call heroes. Or how can you be so sure how can you be so sure that there's no other purpose in our life, no other reason for existence?
I don't know. Call it a feeling. But if there is such a thing as a universal point to our lives, then I'm pretty sure we won't find it within the pre-digested philosophies or religions most people believe in. And hey, I'd be the last one to reject this great truth if she were to knock on my door, naked and tits jiggling. But until then, I'd rather try and find my own answers. Oh, yeah, I do.
Whoops.
And this goal is called surviving. And if...
I hit the wrong one. Let's go back. Let's give him a closing statement here. There's sense in that, I'll admit it, or I couldn't agree more. Yeah, well, there's sense in that, I'll admit it.
Really? I was half expecting you to throw insults at me. That's what people usually do when I tell them that. But I guess life is full of surprises. Anyway, I'll take my leave now. I very much enjoyed our talk, but the ship to Quillet leaves before the first cocks crow tomorrow, and I want some more time to think about it.
For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. The city needs more good-looking mercenaries.
Well, it most recently gained a good-looking Naramese man. Maybe that'll make up for when I leave. Keep your chin up.
Alright. So, hopefully we've said enough things that he likes that he'll stick around, and we can continue his storyline. But,
Is it important?
Vila Feather Dance.
Is it important?
Somebody, talk to me. I would like...
Huh? What do you want?
I would like an inn. I would like a room.
Huh? What do you want?
Hello.
you?
Malfash's blessings, and our room's looking for you. It's snow up good. We'll open up the room for you.
There we go.
And please, no shady business.
Wait a moment.
We walk the right.
Are we downstairs?
You're an outlander, aren't you?
Oh, what's going on down here?
May your path always
How
be
they
there.
are.
We got some
You're not from around here, are you?
interesting business going on downstairs. Is this my bed?
Well,
Nope.
that's just how he is. Always talking on.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Stew, roast pork. Anyone?
You know what? We're gonna have dinner. I know we don't need to eat, but it just feels right to have a bite. We'll eat some soup. And we'll go to sleep. And that's where I'm gonna go ahead and call it here today, guys. Whenever I'll do all of my buying, selling, and trading off camera, and when I come back, we will go and speak with Constantine about what happened, and continue on from there. Whether we do, whether we start running around doing bounty quests or side stuff or whatever, I'll decide later. But for right now, that's the plan. I'm gonna go do some buying, selling, trading, some inventory management, make a little bit of money, hopefully. Definitely stock back up on some poisons, and then we will discuss what we're gonna do from there. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button. It helps out a lot. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying this and want to see more. Comment down below. Let me know what type of stuff you want to see in the future, as far as what type of how you want this build to evolve, or different games and things you'd like to see. And for more videos in the future, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Beards McGinnis, and I will see you next time.